Welcome back to another video. My name is Jose, and here we talk about digital minimalism. And today we're going to be exploring a different operating system. We're going to be talking about Selfish OS. So let's get started. As I said in the beginning of the video, today we're taking a look at Selfish OS, and I'm really excited because it's one of my favorite operating systems by far. Ubuntu Touch and Selfish take the crown for alternative operating systems in my opinion, and I'm excited to showcase this with you today. Now, this is not a fully open source operating system, but it's pretty good in disclosing and having privacy, especially because it's based on Linux. The extra features is that you're able to run Android applications, as I will showcase in just a minute. But before, three things that you need to know. Selfish is developed by a Finnish company called Jolla. It is the spiritual successor to Nokia when they used to develop MeeGo, the operating system on the N9. For a technical deep dive, I'm going to put a video in the description below. Number two, it still works in the United States. There's a lot of reports that VoLTE doesn't work, but it does work still in the United States because VoLTE is still not required by certain carriers or subsidiaries of AT&T and T-Mobile. I was able to use this device on the T-Mobile network without any issues, so it still works here in the United States. And number three is that Jolla has moved into more business development when it comes to the Selfish platform. They still have the end user in mind, the regular customer, if you will, but their focus is on the business integrations. So you're going to feel a little bit of a slower pace when it comes to new features, but they're releasing and making Selfish better and better. So with those three things, let's take a look at the device itself. Now, the first thing that I like about Selfish OS is that it is based on gestures. It's completely different from Android or from iOS in the past, and it was on the vanguard with BlackBerry 10 to introduce gestures. It also has very easy application management. Whenever you open an app and you close it, then you get certain windows that you are able to access quickly. It does have extra features, especially for certain applications like music-related applications, and you're able to control the music from the screen. Also, you're able to control it from headphones and Bluetooth and things of that nature, but whenever you're looking directly at the screen, it allows you to have that. Then you have the ability to add widgets into the secondary screen. So you have your main screen, you have your app screen, and then when you swipe, again, it's very gesture based, you have the ability to have a lot of widgets integrated like email, calendar. So at a glance, very useful information. Now, what I do like about Selfish is that it allows you to have Android apps. As I said, the Xperia XA2 and the Xperia 10 allow you to have Android 9, whereas the Xperia X, which is an older model, only allows you to have Android 4.4. Between the Xperia XA2 and the Xperia 10, I prefer the XA2 just because of size and also because of battery life. Xperia 10 and 10 Plus have a little bit of a doubtful battery life, so I will go with an XA2 or an XA2 Plus. This is just my personal recommendation. When it comes to the other applications, it behaves like a regular smartphone. You have MMS, you have ability to send group text messages, QWERTY keyboard in a touchscreen manner. And again, I do like this operating system because it is more private. You have a full terminal application that you're able to modify many things, and then you have an amazing community that develops applications for this operating system. You do not only have access to the regular Jolla store, where you have the main abilities to have the applications, but you also have extra repositories with an application called Storeman. If you install Storeman, you're going to be able to get faster development from the developers without them having to go through the Jolla store. Make sure to read everything because not everything is safe in the internet, but there are reputable, very reputable developers in this platform that I use. There are a lot of good native applications for Signal, for podcasting, for Telegram, etc., etc. So again, there is good support from the community, and make sure to donate because there is a lot of things that happen for these developers to actually support these apps. It's $1 or $2 that actually helps them continue developing with support for these native applications. The Xperia XA2 is also not too expensive. It is about $130 right now on Amazon for this pink version. You may not like the color, but it's brand new and it works in the United States. Now, you may be able to get other ones on a discount from eBay, but I recommend that you get a brand new one if you can, if it doesn't bother you to have a pink phone. To some people, they don't like the pink, it's too vibrant, but to others, it doesn't matter. To me, it doesn't matter, and I'm able to rock it and have the operating system with me. So a couple of extra things that I like from Selfish is that you're able to use this free of charge up to a certain compatibility. So if you do not buy the license for Android applications, you're still able to use it for free. You will not have access to those extra Android applications, but you will be able to test out the operating system. So you can buy an Xperia device, download the free packages. In the United States, you will need a VPN in order to do that. And after you download, you're able to try it out and see if it's an operating system that is available or that it works for your specific needs. You will be able to install all of the native applications, but you will not have access to third-party Android applications. If you want to have that, it costs about $50 to $60 depending on the conversion rate, but I think it's a worthy investment because it gives you a couple of extra tools. Not only it gives you the ability to install Android applications, but it also gives you the ability to have predictive text and Microsoft Exchange for calendar syncing. So these are extra things that you may need in the future as you continue with Selfish OS. I really like the concept of Selfish OS, and there are more devices that are able to support it in the future, especially as the Pine phone becomes a little bit more stable. But as of right now, I only recommend the Xperia devices because they will give you the full compatibility. Installing Android applications is very easy. You just go to a browser, download the APK, and if you have the Android compatibility, you will be able to install it on your device. It opens seamlessly without any issues, and I really enjoy the experience. You're able to use WhatsApp, F-Droid, Signal, Discord, whatever it is that you want to use, you're able to use. But I would say there are better experiences with certain native applications. And if you want to support the community, you can also support the developers by testing those applications, which makes it just better for everyone that is using natively. Now, an extra thing that I do like about Selfish OS is that it's very private. It is not sharing a lot of information with all of the other partners. You have granular control through the terminal, and you're able to block and even download a couple of extra repositories that helps you block sending extra information to other companies. So Selfish is a very good alternative for those of you who do not want to deal with Apple or Google anymore. It comes from a niche company from Finland, and I think it's a very good alternative for those who want to step away from the big tech giants. As a final word, I would like to say that I have used Selfish for quite a while. I remember getting the Yola One in about 2014 or 2015. I imported it from Amazon France, and it was a joy to use. But that device only worked in 2G back in the day and still works in 2G today because it has not been shut down completely. But now that it's going to be shut down, I'm not going to be able to use it anymore. But the experience on the Xperia XA2 is fantastic. I have had no issues testing it. Call quality, messages, data, everything works seamlessly as of right now in 2021. But again, there is a possibility that in the future it will be sunsetting because of the carriers in the United States. So if you want to try Selfish, this is probably your last year or your best opportunity to try it in its full glory. And hopefully in the future, even extra T-Mobile and AT&T subsidiaries like Red Pocket or Metro PCS or any of the other MVNOs like Mint Mobile. So try it out, see if it's for you, and let me know in the comments if you decide to stick with it. And again, if you have any extra questions about dumb phones and about anything else, make sure to put it in the comments below. I always interact with you guys, and I'm really excited to help you in your journey towards digital minimalism. So thanks for watching this video. I'll see you in the next one. But sailfish. My pronunciation may not be depending on your region, but this year is probably one of the last years that you're going to be its own operating system, but it also allows you to have other features